Hey, everybody, welcome to today's episode. One of my favorite sort of challenges that I hear a lot about from people is the fear of sort of transitioning to an online business model is going to cause them to lose all of their existing clients. So I want to talk about that today and just unpack that a little bit because one of the biggest misconceptions of this is that you're going to just take all your current customers and shove them into a new model, and that's not actually going to happen. So what we recommend is that you look at what you're doing today with your custom one-on-one clients or your service clients or however you're servicing them today, and you look at what are the foundational aspects that each of your clients needs to have and you're already doing in one way, shape, or form, and then to peel that out and make that into something that's scalable. So for example, if you're spending time, you have maybe like a 5-step system for how you take each one of your clients through, from their problem to a solution, even if you're doing done for you services. So for us, we had a 5D model, and our 5D model was the model we used for each and every one of our clients. Didn't matter, who they were, what kind of level of customization they needed. We would take them through the 5D model every single time. So I was spending time kind of, grounding them in and like, okay, so here's the 5D model. Here's what it is. Here's what's happening in each phase. Here's the outcome that we're looking for. Here are the things that you need to do in this phase. And then the things that we need to do in this phase. And then, how we get to the next phase and all the things, right? So it was each customer went through it. The way that we dealt with each customer was just slightly different, but we would walk them through that solid approach. And so instead of saying, okay, existing clients, like I'm totally changing my business model and now, you're out and this new customers are in, is looking at it from a phase perspective of like, okay, so what about that 5D model can I start to package? Can I start to look at, oh, well, I'm saying the same exact thing when I'm onboarding all of my clients. Okay, great. So that onboarding can be something that I create one time and I put out there, and then I have all of my customers watch that onboarding or interact with that onboarding. And then we carry forward going through the 5D model. Right. So that's a great example. Like, can you pull out something that you're doing with all of them? There's just no system to it, right? Like you're just every single time you're just repeating yourself. So can you do it with onboarding? Then can you do it within each of the steps that you're taking your people through, right? Yes, there's always going to be some customization or some difference when you're working one-on-one with customers. But can you find that common denominator and then the custom differences are sprinkled on top, but you have that common, whether it's teaching, whether it's, material gathering, whether, it's an activity or something that they need to do. Can you standardize that and then still have these pieces on the top? So that would be the very first thing that I would say, like when you're looking at a phased approach, like, can you peel away some of that and slowly start packaging the steps that you are doing for each and every client, right? It doesn't need to necessarily be different. The other piece of this is that can you, like in the materials or in the project plan or whatever it is that you have that are sort of tactical materials, can you make those consistent? Maybe the branding changes, but the materials or the things that you're having them do all along the path are probably pretty similar. Can you make those into something that is consistent, that you don't have to recreate for every single customer that you have? And then the third thing is like, are there phases that can be peeled away? So for example, onboarding is one of the examples, but is there something before onboarding that all of your people either need to go through or should go through that you can peel away? So it's like, first you go through this and then you join, this one-on-one experience. And then after the one-on-one experience, then you do this, right? Like, are there phases? Are there pieces that you can peel away that can be packaged either on either end or somewhere in the middle? So again, start sort of just becoming aware of what the similar or same things are that you're repeating with each and every customer. Once you have that step-by-step methodology, that will also help you because the way that you're going about helping each customer is the same, right? We have the 5D model. We're walking through the 5D model each and every time. I will tell you, the minute that I had that 5D model versus just saying, yeah, for sure, I can do whatever this random thing is that you want, and changed it to, yes, we can do that thing, but we're going to run through this model. We took ownership of not only the timeline and the budget, but also the way that the work was completed. And so we could help them stay on track much, much easier. So once you've set up that step-by-step methodology, then you can start identifying what those repeatable things are for every single customer. And then, yeah, you will have kind of that, fairy dust piece on top that is the unique thing for that customer or your unique approach or how you help them or whatever else. But that then becomes 20% instead of 100% of what you're doing when you're helping your customers. So when you're thinking about that, like the fear of, what am I do with my existing customers, and they're not going to want to move to a group model, they're not going to want to move to an online model, is use those customers to start defining what that foundation is. And I promise you, those customers will have so much more clarity and so much more than kind of that ad hoc, oh, I forgot I was supposed to tell you this, or, I didn't do this, or I didn't do that. They will get results faster, and you'll be able to have more meaningful conversations with them that are unique to their particular situation while all of this is getting dialed in. And then when you have new customers, you run them through, and then eventually everybody's going through it in the same exact way, which is adding consistency, predictability into your business, and gives you clarity and your customers clarity. So there you go. If that is a challenge that you have of like, what the heck, like, how do I make this change without losing my customers? Is I think you would be surprised once you start to own your methodology and create tools and assets for that, how much it actually helps your existing customers with clarity, confidence, and results. So there you go. That is my tip for you today.
Hey, everybody. Are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Tara Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.